Azam Pot 314. After the usual courtesies, this meeting, the final effort to save the cabinet mission plan, was then abandoned. The statement of December 1946 by HMG was based on a legal advice. It was an attempt at conferring an authoritative meaning to the plan. To this, Nehru had responded by commenting that as this amounted to an addition to the 16 May plan, it was coercive and amounted to telling the Constituent Assembly what its signposts were. Therefore, he could not accept the statement of HMG. Attlee had responded but fruitlessly, and Nehru returned to Delhi to proceed unilaterally with the process of constitution making. The Muslim League, in reaction, declined to join the assembly, demanding a separate constituent assembly of their own. The cabinet mission plan had now been rendered as brain dead. What was really not inevitable sadly becomes so. Pakistan became a reality, and there is need here not as the postscript, but as perhaps an elaboration or giving due space to other views in the Congress to shed some light on the thinking of senior Congress leaders than that than that some portions of a letter written by Sardar Patel to Sir Stafford Cripps on 15 December 1946 are reported here. It is by Sardar Patel to Sir Stafford Cripps. I'm reading some scripts. You called the League delegation there to London December 1946 at a time when there was some realization that violence is a game at which both parties can play, and the mild Hindu also, when driven to desperation, can retaliate as brutally as a fanatic Muslim. Just when the time for settlement was reached, Jinnah got the invitation, and he was able to convince the Muslims once again that he had got more concessions by creating trouble and violence. But I will another excerpt. But I will only say that if strong action had been taken or had been allowed to be taken here, when Direct Action Day was fixed by the Muslim League and when 16 August was fixed as the day of demonstration in Calcutta, all this colossal loss of life and property and blood-curdling events would not have happened. The Viceroy here took the contrary view, and every action of his since the great Calcutta killings has been the direction of encouraging the Muslim League and putting pressure on us towards an appeasement. Next excerpt. Your interpretation means that the Bengal Muslim can draft the constitution of Assam. It is amazing. Do you think that such a monstrous propositions can be accepted by the Hindus of Assam? Particularly after the sad experience of the wholesale forcible conversions, arson, looting, rape, and forcible marriages. You can have no idea of the resentment and the anger caused by your emphasis on this interpretation. If you think that the Assam can be coerced to accept the domination of Bengal, the sooner you are rid of the illusion, that the better. What can we do to satisfy the Sikhs who have admittedly been unjustly treated if the frame of the constitution of Assam in such a way to make Assam's opting out impossible? What is the remedy in your statement? Nehru returned to India. Now I'm getting back to the events. Nehru returned to India on 7 December 1946 to attend opening session of the Constituent Assembly, due on 9 December. This session, indeed, the Assembly itself remained boycotted by the Muslim League. Patel, towards the end of the December 1946, did relent and finally admit that the Congress had made a mistake in distrusting Attlee and not accepting his suggestion for a compromise. On 9 December 1946, the Constituent Assembly met